My name is John F. Kennedy Jr. My name is John F. Kennedy Jr. I am going live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. A lot of times that doesn't work out. But once again, welcome to my channel. I am not for government whatsoever. We have no use for our government. We really don't. Government, people within our government are criminals. They are a criminal organization. People need to wake up and realize there's not two sides in government. They're the same bird. You don't have a division of one. Well, you do have a division of the Republicans and Democrats. A lot of people think I'm a Democrat. So much hate. No, I'm not for government whatsoever. I'm a realist, and I'm not afraid to say what's on my mind. And anyway, we're divided people, and we shouldn't be. This country is for we, the people, and there's so much hate and everything else. It's just freaking unreal. And there's so much people don't realize what our government does. Our people within our government murdered my loved ones. Everybody knows they murdered my father. And then you get the people in the spin saying, no, your father's still alive. My father was in bad health, but he lived to be over 100 fucking years old. Sorry, it didn't happen. Everybody saw my father executed by people within our own government. Our government did that. How do I know that? Because I was there. I lived it. I seen it. They didn't stop. They just kept covering things up. They kept covering the murders up from you. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate that. From York, PA. I know York very well. I lived out of Pennsylvania for many years driving truck. Pennsylvania is very, very corrupt by organized crime. I can tell you that. I've seen so much that I haven't even shared about Pennsylvania. Crazy. But much love to you out there in Pennsylvania. Wow, South Africa. Thank you for joining. I'm trying to read off my phone. You people on YouTube are on my phone, and it's really, really hard. I apologize for the comment, for not being able to comment, because it's just so hard for me to read those little. Oh, well, thank you for liking my shirt. I live in Bullhead City, Arizona. Some people think I'm hiding for some reason. That's not true. I fly in my flag right out front. And there's, when I moved here with my son, I put the flag in the ground and I said, this is where I'm going to make my stand. If it's my last stand, that's just how it is. That's life. But people need to know my story. So I'm on here just about each and every day sharing my story. I meet so many people at the grocery store, the post office, and all over this town. I've been to, Home Depot. People walked up to me and said, hey, I've seen you on your videos. I've been to Lowe's, the same thing. They walk up to me, will you sign my book? Can I buy a book from you? I've been to Walmart and had a wonderful lady come up to me and say, please sign my book, John. So the story's getting out bigger than people can even imagine. I met a guy in the grocery store. I was having a heart attack, I think. I have heart failure. So I was standing in line and it was like, okay, this is the big one. And he comes up to me and he says, you're John Kennedy Jr. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm having a heart attack. I don't even want to talk to you right now. But I did. And he got a picture of me having a heart attack. I've seen him around town. I even seen him at the casino. And wonderful supporters. Wonderful. Everywhere, but I'm not hiding in no way, shape, or form. I feel sorry for anybody that wants to do me or my little family here harm. I really do, but I'm not hiding. I'm making my stand right here to get the truth out. But it's 9/11. Oh, man. New book coming out. Anyway, it's 9/11. I know things a lot of people don't know. 9/11 was a total inside job. It really was. All the way to the photo op. If you know how... Scotland, yeah. Scotland's beautiful. Thank you. I'm glad my story's getting out all over the world. 9/11. George Bush. This was 9/11, people, if you remember that. Standing on a pile of rubble, we're going to get even. Photo op. That's all that was, to rally America for the fact that we were going to war. Now you got Donald Trump going like this on a fake assassination attempt. The thing is, it wasn't fake. People really die doing these things. They really, really do. But that doesn't matter to these people. A lot of these people were military, don't give a rat's ass about death or not, if someone loses their life or not. They just don't give a shit. They're heartless. They really are. They make games out of murder. They really, really, really do. Anyway, Donald Trump, this was a photo op. Right here. Big one. Huge one. Why? Because it was right before the election, and they wanted a hero. You got your hero. He was placed by the cabal. He was placed by our secret government to screw you over. That's it. Just like George Bush on 9/11 when he was going like this on that pile of rubble. It's all about big money and them making the big money. That's what it's all about. It's not about we the people. 9/11 was an inside job as far as I'm concerned. Why? And I've made hundreds of videos. I've actually made thousands of videos, but I made many, many videos about 9/11 and how it was an inside job. Now listen to me, people. There was 2 attacks on the World Trade Center. The first attack, people went in vans and tried to blow up the basement. They blew that cement right off those metal pillars in the World Trade Center. They did. You don't hear about that shit. Why? Because that was the start of it. The inspectors came in and they inspected the World Trade Center and said, this shit's got to come down. Those beams just moved enough where it's a tilt. It's a fucking tilt. You can't have a skyscraper at a tilt. So our secret government got together and said, it's going to be real expensive to tear these buildings down. Let's start a war over it. That's how powerful these people are. So then you had them planning after the first attack for 9/11 to really take those buildings down, whether it was an inside job, explosives, or however those buildings were coming down, because they wanted the oil. They wanted to start a war. They made lies and lies and lies, you know, weapons of mass destruction. We got to go to war. We got to stop it. Anyway, it was all a big plan. 9/11 was all a big plan, people. That's how fucked up our government is and the lies they will tell you. And it hasn't changed. Just people have changed. People put in your presence have changed. This country is about we the people. It's not about Donald Trump or the left. It's about us. If it's up to me, seriously, hear me. We need to go in, grab everybody, throw them all in prison. The Senate, the Congress, Donald Trump. We need to go back down the road. We need to get Obama and the Clintons and the Bushes, and we need to throw them all in prison. And we need to sort out what their crimes are. They are the cabal. We need to look at all of them individually. Clinton, yeah. Did Clinton try to have me murdered? I believe so. Straight up, I'm telling you that. How can you guys say I'm a Democrat when I'm saying Bill Clinton tried to have me killed? Hello? You haters are unbelievable with the bullshit you come up with. I would love to see Donald Trump too, but I would love to see Bill and Hillary sitting in a jail cell and being accused of all their crimes against humanity, all their theft, all the billions of dollars, all the way to the Waltons. You know the Waltons are one of the richest family in the world, and I believe the Waltons have been murdered and replaced, just like I was also. Why? Because people are sitting there collecting these billions of dollars Walmart makes each and every day. Yeah, it's huge. They decided to put a Walmart in every single town. And what do you think? You think those people were murdered and replaced, so all that money is going into one billionaire kettle to make a one world order? I do. Now, let's talk. I got a call yesterday from a wonderful man, and he said, "Have you ever heard of this Charlie character?" I said, "No, never," because I don't watch the fake news. I don't watch Fox News. It'll tell you lie after lie after lie and build up somebody like Donald Trump that's bought and paid for by this media to brainwash you. I don't do it. But he called me up and he said, "You heard about this Charlie character?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, he just got shot. And the weirdest thing, I was coming home," he said, "and there was a school shooting at the same time. A couple people lost their lives at that school. But it's not all over, is it? No." But anyway, I want to talk about what I saw on Facebook about what happened yesterday. Oh, God, I need my hat. Okay, here's how the cabal works, people. And you're getting this from John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. I spent my lifetime trying to stay alive from these people that didn't want me here today to share my story with you. Many attempts on my life. So I've studied how to stay alive, people. I've had the 1,000-yard stare my whole life where I look out and wonder if that sniper's in the tree or on the house across the street. I've had to live it. I've seen it. Yeah, there was a little lookout tower down the street that disappeared. Neighbor down the road died. Yeah. Neighbor down the road right here, 3 houses down, suicide. Really? The neighbor across the street from him, some family went over to his house, knocked on his door, shot him dead. That was 4 houses up on the other side. This guy over here across the street, 2 houses over, kept driving by saying he was going to kill me. Coroner came for him first. Sorry about his luck. That's just in my little neighborhood here. This house right over here, I was standing out front and somebody stuck out a gun and started shooting at people walking down the damn street. That's just in my little neighborhood here. So you don't think I have the 1,000-yard stare, kind of know what's going on? And it's funny in all this, the police never even, I witnessed a lot of this stuff. Just standing in my front yard. The police never stopped to come talk to me. Never did. But anyway, I paid attention to what goes around me. And I need my last puff off my thingy here. Excuse me. You believe that? Made in Mexico. The cheapest smokes you can get are made in Mexico, people. Why is there $8, $9 tax on a pack of freaking smokes you can grow in your yard? That's our government's crazy what happens to you, and we fall for it. Let's get rid of our government. Let's march on Washington, D.C., and throw them all in prison and charge them with the crimes they deserve to be charged for, like 9/11, for like all the murders and thefts that these people have done, for their crimes against humanity, simply blowing up a boat in the ocean and thinking it's okay, for totally devastating countries with our tax dollars. Anyway, we could charge them for a lot, and I say we do it. I say we get rid of our government altogether. We don't need a damn president of the United States to lie to us, to tell us how good things are going until you go to the grocery store and things have doubled since the motherfucker been in office. But it's all good. No, it's not all good. It's just getting worse and worse. I made a video 8 years ago, and I said back then, 8 years ago, it's coming down to It's going to take a wheelbarrow full of freaking money to buy a loaf of bread in this country if we don't fix it. That's when you could get a loaf of bread for 99 cents. You can't get a loaf of bread for 99 cents. I don't even care if you go to Walmart. You can't get it for 99 cents anymore. Things are getting worse. They're not getting better. Anyway, yesterday, my friend calls me up and said, there's been 2 shootings. It's getting crazy. He said, there was a shooting on a guy named Charlie. I never heard of Charlie before. I don't watch the news, especially Fox News. That probably put him out all over Fox News, being a patriot for Donald Trump. And I'm not trying to disrespect the man, lost his life, but it's crazy. I've seen the footage. I watched the footage over and over and over again. And what did I notice? I'll tell you what I noticed, people. A man in white standing right behind him, giving baseball signals. He went like this, lifted his hat, went like this. Like he was on first base going to home or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I saw. I saw a man to the left of him in black putting his hand on this Charlie character's back. Now, I want you to think of what I just told you there. Was it done just so you would see that being done? Think about it. Was that put in place for you just so you would see that? I don't know. But let's back up, people, because I'm an expert on MK Ultra. I've lived it. They put me under MK Ultra so many motherfucking times. I've seen others put under MK Ultra many times. I know how they do it. I know how they work MK Ultra. And they can put a man like Charlie sitting there in a seat under MK Ultra. They could even put a bulletproof vest on him or a weapon to kill himself under his shirt. A weapon to kill himself. And when the signals are given, he pushes a button, they push a button, whatever. But with that said, MK Ultra is a powerful weapon. I've seen people drive their car into a diesel truck. I've seen 2 people drive on one side of the street and another side of the street to have a head-on collision and kill them both. That is MK Ultra. You get one person in a car coming one way down the highway, you get another person in another car going down the highway, and you can have those 2 cars aim at each other and hit each other because they are both under MK Ultra. You're not there. They just killed themselves. That's how powerful a tool it is. I've seen a tool that will clamp a man's head, just like the horror movies. Just a big clamp over the man's head, and it will kill him at the touch of a device. I've seen people strapped with freaking explosives. This is what I've personally seen. And they were told to do things. And if they didn't do things, they would blow up. And MK Ultra does that. It's the powerfulest tool of mind control. It's crazy what they can do. So when you hear what I'm telling you about MK Ultra and what a powerful tool it is, you can get somebody to go do a school shooting. Yeah. You can make a distraction out of it if you want. So what did I see in this video yesterday? Everybody's talking about it. I might as well. I heard it sounded just like a 9mm, and it wasn't very far away from where they were at on stage. I do a lot of shooting. Not enough because I need to keep my aim up. But anyway, it sounded like a little 9mm automatic to me. Just the sound of it. It sounded real close. But anyway, he's sitting there. He had the mic. Let's see. Yeah, mic was in his left hand. And he had a ring on his finger in that video. After he was shot, while he was being shot, that ring changed fingers. How is that possible?